It's not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that. Folks, it's been so long since I've seen this clip. Back to I'll spare you guys the unrivaled. It's been so long since I've seen this clip. I forgot how arrogant Angel Reese sounded. I forgot how full of herself Angel Reese sounded. I forgot not only how nasty she sounded, the nasty facial expressions coinciding with her answer.
Finished the question. Her response was, next question. And to be honest with you guys, I get it. I absolutely understand why Angel Reese said what she said. Because here's the deal. She was right to say next question. She was right. Because what she said last year, there was nothing wrong with what she said last year. And people took her words last year, misconstrued them, dragged her through the headlines.
Angel Reese has never shied away from bold statements or the spotlight. But this week, the Chicago Sky star had no interest in revisiting one of her most talked about takes from last year. What happened? And what does it mean for her 2025 season? Let's break it down. Rewind to June 2024. Reese made headlines with a bold claim that the growth of women's basketball isn't about just one player. Her exact words, "It's because of me, too." A direct nod to her role in the rising popularity of the WNba. But this week, when a reporter tried to follow up on that statement, Reese cut them off with a firm, "Next question." No elaboration, no explanation.
This year, you made a powerful statement saying the reason people are watching women's basketball is not just because of one player, but because of you too. A year later, do you feel like you're
Next question. Yeah, we'll move on. Thank you. Move on to Zoom, ESPN.
The timing is interesting. Reese enters her second season with the Sky, while Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever are dominating national headlines and national TV slots. More games than the defending champs, the New York Liberty. So the question naturally lingers. Who really is driving the WNba's rise? Let's not forget, Angel Reese had a strong rookie year, averaging 13.6 points and 13.1 rebounds per game. She earned All-Star honors and even got MVP votes, finishing second in Rookie of the Year voting, just behind, you guessed it, Caitlin Clark. Her season ended early due to injury, halting Chicago's playoff hopes. But her influence, still loud and clear, even WNba legend Lisa Leslie has taken notice. In an interview with Sports Illustrated, she said, "Angel has the motor, the energy, and a nose for the ball that's really tough to stop." Leslie believes Reese's scoring ability will only improve with time. In 2025, all eyes are on how Reese performs under a new head coach and alongside new teammates. She'll kick off the season facing none other than Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, adding more fuel to an already fiery rivalry. Reese's next question moment quickly went viral. Fans were split. Some applauded her for staying focused on the court, while others felt she dodged a conversation she helped start. One tweet read, "Reese is protecting her peace. Let her play." Another argued, "If you make the bold claim, you've got to back it up, even off the court." This moment also raises a bigger question. How much should athletes be expected to respond to media narratives they may no longer want to engage with? In an era where female athletes are balancing performance, branding, and public perception, Reese isn't the first to draw a boundary, and she won't be the last whether Reese wants to speak on it or not. Her path continues to be intertwined with Caitlin Clark's. From their epic NCAA clash to competing for Rookie of the Year, fans love comparing the two. And with their teams opening the season against each other, the league may have its next great rivalry brewing. Angel Reese may have sidestepped the question, but on the court, there's no stepping back. With new leadership in Chicago and sky-high expectations, she's poised to make a statement where it matters most, in the game. Beyond the stats, Angel Reese has started stepping into a leadership role with the Chicago Sky. Despite being only in her second year, her vocal presence and emotional drive are key elements in the team's chemistry. Teammates have called her the heartbeat of the locker room. And that kind of presence doesn't always need a microphone to be felt. Make no mistake, Reese's next question isn't just about a mood, it's media management. Athletes today are more aware than ever of how narratives can shape their careers, and sometimes silence says more than a statement. It's possible her team advised against answering questions that could reignite media rivalries or put added pressure on a still young season. The Reese moment is just a piece of a larger puzzle. The WNba is entering a new era, highlighted by breakout stars, massive TV deals, and sold-out arenas. And while fans debate who's responsible for the rise, the truth is it's collective. It's Angel Reese, it's Caitlin Clark, it's the vets, it's the culture shift. Everyone's playing a role, so what should we expect from Angel Reese in 2025? She's healthy, she's motivated, and she has something to prove on her own terms. With a new head coach and a refreshed roster, this could be a defining year for Reese as she evolves from rookie star to franchise cornerstone. Angel Reese isn't just making moves on the hardwood. Off the court, she's a marketing powerhouse. From NIL deals at LSU to becoming a fashion icon in the league, she's built one of the most recognizable brands in women's sports. Love her or hate her confidence, Angel Reese has changed the cultural tone of women's basketball. She brought swagger, she brought edge, and she brought unapologetic black femininity to the forefront. That's part of why her "it's because of me too" comment mattered, and why her silence now still echoes. She's not backing down. She's just choosing her moments. One of the most fascinating things about Angel Reese's story is that we're watching her legacy unfold in real time, and comparing it constantly to Caitlin Clark's. Both players represent different styles, backgrounds, and fan bases, but both are undeniable forces. And as they mature, their parallel journeys could define an entire generation of WNba fans. Let's rewind to the quotes that shaped this ongoing storyline. "It's not just one person, it's because of me too." Angel Reese. Next question. Angel Reese, 2025. "She's got the motor and the mindset to be great." Lisa Leslie. These sound bites aren't just words. They're chapters in a larger narrative. A young player taking control of her story in a media-fueled era. So, was Angel Reese dodging the question? Or was she doing exactly what she's always done? Shifting the focus back to the game. The boldness, the silence, the spotlight, all of it fuels a bigger conversation about who owns the narrative in women's sports. And Angel Reese? She's clearly not done writing hers, whether she likes it or not. Angel Reese has become a role model. From high school gyms to AAU circuits, young girls are copying her rebounding, her confidence, and yes, even her swagger. Reese represents a shift in what it means to be a dominant female athlete. One who owns her narrative, embraces her individuality, and doesn't apologize for either. With fame comes friction. And Reese has faced her fair share. Critics questioning her attitude, her approach, and now her silence. But here's the thing. Every era-defining player has been controversial at some point. The scrutiny often says more about the culture than the athlete. In choosing when to speak and when to stay silent, Reese is doing what every major star must do. Control the tempo, not just of the game, but of the conversation. If Angel Reese stays healthy, continues to develop, and grows as both a player and leader, what will her legacy look like 5-10 years from now? Will she be remembered as the player who elevated women's basketball into the mainstream? As a multiple-time All-Star and champion? Or maybe as the one who proved you don't have to play by old rules to leave a lasting mark? Legacy isn't just about points and rebounds, it's about presence. It's about impact, and Angel Reese is building hers, loudly at times, quietly at others, but always authentically. Angel Reese isn't just a hooper, she's a business. From beauty brands to shoe deals, she's turning athletic influence into a marketing empire. According to recent NIL data, Reese was one of the most marketable college athletes ever. And that didn't stop after LSU. In the WNba, she's continued to lock in endorsements that make her a face of the league, and a key figure for Gen Z consumers. Reese's silence on her past statements came during a moment when the WNba is more visible than ever. With historic TV deals, media coverage exploding, and fan engagement through the roof, this league isn't just growing, it's surging. And Reese, alongside stars like Caitlin Clark, Aja Wilson, and Sabrina Ionescu, is part of the reason. Even the debates, who's the face of the league? Who's really growing the game? They're good for business. Looking ahead, Angel Reese's potential reaches beyond basketball. Could we see her in the broadcast booth, launching her own brand, leading youth initiatives, or mentoring the next wave of talent?